from Kenya and the US, and today I'm going to tell you about Kenya's involvement in World War II history. So, during World War II, Kenya became the first East African territory to include an African on its legislative council, and this meant that they could have a voice and a say in what was going on within the government, which was still largely colonial at the time. As this happened, a prominent figure whose name is Jomo Kenyatta joined the council, and he became a prominent leader who traveled around Europe and North America to basically negotiate about Kenya's borders. And around the same time that this happened, another council or group called the Kikuyu Central Association also came into power, and they were also trying to merge into the government and advocate for Kenyan rights. Following this, Jomo Kenyatta became the first president of Kenya following Kenya's independence. And since there was a lot of fighting back towards the colonial government at this time, other groups tried to oppose his ways. And one of these groups was the Mau Maus, who were a group of people who fought more violently against the government rather than legislatively, and this caused quite a lot of conflict throughout Kenya. Following this, several people came into power trying to oppose the Mau Mau, and one such person was actually my great-grandfather. His name was Senior Chief Warohio, and he basically worked for the colonial government but was still advocating for Kenyan rights through a different mean. The Mau Maus were opposed against his ways because he was part of the colonial government. However, he still fought for Kenyan rights. Following this, Kenya had quite a bit of conflict and numerous economic and social changes, but this ended up with the colonial government being overthrown and Kenya gaining its independence, as I mentioned before. All in all, Kenya has quite a fascinating World War II history, with a lot of soldiers fighting with the colonial government during the war, but also locals and local groups uprising against this government, advocating for Kenya's rights. Since then, Kenya has come a very long way, with now its own legislative government and several people in power. Thank you for listening. Bye.